My father was born in the Maverick Carter house in 1921, and he saved it from demolition in the 60s. And so when I was running through the house, it was not in good shape. It needed a lot of repair, rain damage, and so I got to grow up seeing restoration work firsthand. And that's where I fell in love with the process. Even though our father was an attorney, was a third-generation attorney, he loved construction and loved restoration, especially of the historic landmarks. So I think it's because he was born in the house that Alfred Giles built, and you just can't help but absorb that kind of a spirit. We grew up surrounded by these projects and fell in love with the history of our city, the architecture of our city, and so anytime we've had a chance to save and improve, we jump on it. And his mother, of course, was designing structures all the way back to the 1920s in Port Aransas, Texas, where there's still standing a chapel down in Port Aransas, and it has survived all the hurricanes. And so Aline Badger Carter had built that chapel for the children of the island. My father single-handedly really rescued the O'Henry house, and so he was able to rescue it and move it stone by stone, beam by beam, and he brought it back downtown where it was originally, and that was part of the O'Henry Museum. And then right next door, it came with one of the oldest houses in San Antonio, which is the De La Garza house on Laredo Street.
The first restoration project I undertook was helping my mother, Marlene Carter Lawson, with her new home, so known as the Belle of Monte Vista. And she fully restored the house and carriage house, and that was really the first project that got me involved myself in restoration.
When I first met David Carter, he said to me, "You know, I'm the last one in my family to know about the family history, and my kids don't care about it right now, but I know they will someday. So I want you to record it for me." So then I started working up on the third floor, and I've been up there for 18 years. I don't know of any other family that has preserved as many historic structures in San Antonio as the Carter family. You know, I think of all the very large, wonderful homes in San Antonio that don't exist anymore. And here is a perfect example of a wonderful one that was saved. He saw the goodness, the good structure. Besides that, it was the house he was born in and the house he died in. And he just really believed that he would do anything to save this house.
We've always appreciated the artisan craft and the details of the architecture, but we also have a personal love of the family history as well, but that really branched out. It would mean quite a lot for David and the family to be recognized and to receive this award. We, of course, did it to preserve the beauty of old structures, the houses, the stories they hold, and as well as the benefit they can pass on to the community.
You know what he used to say to me? He would say, "Do you think anybody would really want to go through this house and see it?" And I said, "What?" I said, "I always heard stories about your mother and about the observatory on top of this house, and I've always been curious about it, and I'd love to see it." And so finally I did get to see it. Seeing what has become of this house from the difference from when I first saw it, it's just absolutely amazing that they could do it. And I know David Carter would be so thrilled to see what his children have done here and how they have carried forth his passion for this house and for historic preservation.